there, welcome to BSF Recovery Team. Well, we're down here for our annual March winter run with the Minnesota Go Four Wheelers. Snow's deep this year, but sky's clear and the sun's out, so we'll see how it goes.
With the sun out, by the time we got to the trailhead, the snow was getting pretty warm, and it looked like there was enough traffic in front of us to make a pretty good packed trail. But when we got into the woods, things were a little different. The sun wasn't warming up the snow quite as much. I don't know if you've ever wheeled off-road in the snow before, but it sure changes things in the traction department. And not just in the go department, it also changes things in the steering and stopping department too. The lighter rigs seem to be negotiating the snow-covered trail pretty well. But I will admit to you, the big heavy wrecker was having a little bit of trouble, especially when it came to the uphill department. Even the bypasses around some of the hill climbs were quite a challenge for the wrecker. The tires on the wrecker would break traction and spin real easily. It was quite a challenge to find the right balance between throttle and momentum. We were following along behind a group of Jeeps, being very careful not to fall off the packed trail. We were about halfway through the trail, and of course, as fate would have it, seat cover's phone rang, and guess what? Yes, that was another club member calling for the wrecker's help. And, of course, they were on a different trail than we were.
Yeah, we'll see if we can get across the digger.
I chose to take one of our tow truck shortcuts and cut across to a hill called Digger, but that meant trying to power the wrecker through some virgin snow. We got back to the trail again, we found that not near as much traffic had been through here, and the trail wasn't packed at all. Remember how I said the heavy wrecker was having trouble with hills? Well, that's what was up next. We were trying real hard to power our way through, but the wrecker just wasn't having it.
Whoa, whoa!
Oh my.
What'd you break?
Yeah. Crap.
Uh-oh.
We're done. What is that? Is that tranny? Yep. Oh wow.
We blew the tranny, didn't we?
All of it, huh? Well, we didn't blow the tranny, but we tore a hole in the tranny pan.
Great. Tow truck 0, winter run 1.
Yep. And that's because of that front drive shaft.
Well,
Yep, we're done. We're stuck.
Well, that didn't go very good. We were trying to get out of here to go do a recovery on another trail, and the tow truck sure don't like this snow very much. We ended up messing up the double knuckle joint on the front drive shaft enough to where it caught the corner of the tranny pan, and now we got a big puddle of red fluid underneath the truck. Doesn't look like the wrecker's going anywhere now.
have you tried a maxi pad?
And it also looks like we're gonna have to get recovered ourselves.
How are you gonna do that? Who are you gonna call?
I have no idea.
Can't call AAA.
Yeah, AAA won't come out here.
Put a bullet in there, put it down.
Check this out. The joints are still intact, but she's flopping so bad, she knocked a hole right in the corner of the tranny pan.
Having the wrecker broke down in the woods in the middle of a snow-covered trail was a little bit of a dilemma, especially seeing as there was no other club members with wreckers there that weekend. Well, the way I looked at it, we had two options. One was to try and repair the wrecker on the trail. Of course, we didn't have the parts we needed. The other option would be to hook up a train of vehicles to try and tow the wrecker out of the woods, which I was pretty sure would result in more broken vehicles. So we went with option 1, to try and repair the wrecker out on the trail. But that meant first we had to get a ride out to the campsite, and I would have to make a parts run. Fortunately, I had another tranny pan for the wrecker sitting at home in the garage, and the parts stores were open, so I could stop and get a gasket and filter kit and tranny fluid. I had a spare drive shaft for the front of the wrecker, so that's what we did. We made a parts run and came back with the parts needed to put the wrecker back together right out there in the woods.
Well, we made a parts run to my house and got another tranny pan and my spare front drive shaft. Fixed her out here on the trail. Now we gonna go see if we can pick up a Wrangler that has got a wheel hanging, and see if we can get him out to the road and back to camp.
Wrangle him up.
With the wrecker now fixed and on the move again, we made our way to where the Wrangler was broken down so we could tow him out of the woods. But we're going to save that for another video. Thanks for watching BSF Recovery Team. Subscribe to our channel, and don't forget, if you want notifications for when we post new videos, you got to click that little notification button, or the bell as they call it. And don't forget, if you want your own BSF Recovery Team t-shirt, hoodie, coffee mug, etc., check out our BSF Recovery Team gear store. You can find a link to it in the header on our channel page. Until next time, be safe out there, and maybe we'll see you out in the woods.